Y'all see my phone here? This is my weather forecast for the week. 18 degrees on Wednesday, 24, 30, 16, 16, 12, 22. And I'm down here in Arkansas. This is what I've got going for me here. My wood-burning stove. I don't know if I can zoom in or zoom out here. Okay. Yeah, this is just kind of a little friendly reminder that Al Gore's predictions that the polar ice caps would be melted and the other predictions made by what were then climate change scientists were wrong. Well, no, wait, it was global warming back then when I was growing up. I suppose then the people that said that we were going to be in an ice age in the 70s may have been right, but of course they're never held account for when they are proven wrong. The secular humanism junk science does not correct itself as it claims to. They just move on, say they didn't have enough data, say, I don't know, we haven't found that out yet, but give us lots of government money so we can. And sadly, these are the same people that somehow think that the universe evolved from nothing and that man came from monkeys. And when they find that Annie's just nothing but a chimpanzee skull and that they're missing a few thousand generations, including whoever Annie had kids with. Or was it Annie? No, it's Lucy. Oh, crap. Well, it doesn't matter. Australopithecus. Australopithecus. Lucy. I don't know why I said Annie. Or where the material for the universe came from, I don't know. Now, those who believe in a higher power know, they say it's from a miracle or a supernatural being that was able to create the universe. And then if there's any parts that don't seem to make sense in science, they can say, well, that same entity that created the universe is capable of manipulating or changing or bending the laws of physics. And then they're told, oh, well, you're just a cop-out, or you don't believe in science, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Yeah, man's carbon footprint, by the way, is 3.27% of the Earth's. I believe the other atmospheric and natural phenomenon, such as the ocean, volcanoes, contribute far more to the Earth's climate. Now, the people, some people say, well, volcanoes don't put out as much carbon as man does. No, but they put out other gases that do affect the Earth's climate far more. And the ocean currents, I believe, is like 47%. In other words, all these trillions of dollars, and no, I'm not exaggerating, that man has spent on trying to change the Earth's climate it's been a waste. And no, it's not, well, maybe we're wrong, but we're doing a good cause. No. When you're spending money to trap carbon, you're just wasting your money. If someone said, I'll end all the Earth's carbon for $5, don't do it. It's a scam. Well, even if it was true, even if they could prove it, of course, guess what? It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, you'd probably do more damage to the Earth because there's these things called plants that depend on carbon. And the more carbon there is in the Earth, the more the plants grow. And in point of fact, man generally is preferred to be a warmer climate than a cooler climate. So this is a fireside chat, so to speak. Or wood-burning stove chat. Invented by Benjamin Franklin. Although may have been a deist, was certainly a fan of George Whitefield and helped found a country that was based on Judeo-Christian philosophy, which for about, a century and a half kept to this belief that there was a higher power. And then it was really in the 60s when the godless revolution came along, and using mainly the court system, kicked God out of the schools, kicked God and prayer and the Ten Commandments out. And since then, we've kind of been dropping a little bit in science steadily over the years. And we've been taken over by others' stupid ideas, and meanwhile, the secular, godless religion has kind of paved the way for all the Muslims to take over in Scandinavian lands and Western Europe, just like it paved the way for the Nazis to take over Germany in the 30s. And of course it paves the way for communism, hence why it's part of the efforts of communism. But yeah, anyway, bottom line, man-made climate change is a lie. Demand that when somebody is running for office, ask them what they've done to stop funding of the climate change myth. Not just are they for or against climate change, what have they actually done? Have they spoken out against it? Have they tried to cut legislation that, have they passed legislation that reduces the funding of some of these stupid going green energy policies or some of these worthless studies? You know, have they support the energy industry in some way? Getting rid of these tax breaks for things like wind power, a little stupid ethanol station that Mike Beebe supported years ago. He was the former governor of Arkansas, for those that don't know. What have they done? What have they done? That's the thing you need to ask them the most. Then you can ask them what they plan to do, but politicians don't make promises and don't keep them. Anyway, that's about it. That's 7 minutes, I'm done.